Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to the opening bell. Ashley Reeve here, guys. It's an absolute pleasure being with you here. It is the 7th of November, and we are pushing through the month again. Before we get started, remember, guys, the information we discuss in the video is opinion and should not be construed as advice in any way. So let's get on with today's opening bell session, guys. It is really good to be with you here this morning as we deal with the weekly market wrap up and what markets or what actually moved the markets this week. Now, it's been a busy one, across global markets. Traders reacted to many signs that the US economy is actually slowing down, and there's a lot of expectations that actually grew that the Federal Reserve could cut rates soon again, and possibly as early as December. So here's some information on it. I'd obviously like to greet everybody else that I see there. Jules, I see you there this morning, my friend. Hope you're doing wonderful on your side, yeah? So just on the gold and silver here, guys, silver traded, around a, 48 dollars per ounce, and gold around $4,000 per ounce there. All right, so here we are. Here's the charts. You can see it right there. If you look at it from a technical standpoint, it's not really moved much. It's been consolidating here really for the past several days, just over a week or maybe just a week now. And some of this is, the job cuts in October were the highest in over 20 years, which was linked to cost cutting and the rise of AI, and the delay in the official US data due to the government shutdown pushed investors towards the safe haven assets. Hence, you see this sort of like a support that is now formed here. Look at that, great support. And silver looks to be setting up right here. So even with the gains, both metals are ending the week mostly flat, but you can see something is brewing here. So we're going to have to wait and see how this actually goes, especially with the nice daily frame. If we can get a daily candle closing above the $49 per ounce today, it would be great. If you can get the gold price as well to really push up there above the $4,030 per ounce, it will also be good. Now, with that being said, the dollar is under pressure. It slipped below the 100 mark on the DXY index. As traders obviously priced in roughly a 70% chance of a December rate cut. So weak private job data and uncertainty from ongoing government shutdown also kept the investors cautious. And the dollar lost most ground against the Japanese yen, which strengthened on the safe haven demand. So you'll see it in the USD JPY right there. It's really come down here quite nicely. From a correction perspective, this morning we're seeing a bit of a stronger dollar just push up a little bit here, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen all the way around. We know that obviously early hours of the morning, especially during London session, many times price can push up and then later on come down in the New York session. So that's what happened over here, guys. And so we might get exactly the same thing happening here today. So we're going to have to wait and see on this one. You also check out the Australian dollar, guys. It did drop below the 65 cent area against the dollar. It's the weakest level in a month, and it's coming off the risk-off sentiment, up on the Aussie, often seen as a risk barometer. Secondly to that, the Reserve Bank of Australia is also staying hawkish on their stance in terms of those rates. So you want to just check out on that Aussie as well. I'm seeing Aaron's there this morning too. So good morning, Anthony's there. We're going to see if we can get to that. All right, guys, also check out the oil price here, guys. Are very important. It stayed steady towards the $59 per barrel, but it does remain weak because of the oversupply of concerns. Now OPEC, obviously, and their specific output, it did rise. Saudi, cut those prices for Asian buyers. And the demand also stayed soft, and this is obviously leaving oil on track for its second straight weekly decline. If you look at it from a daily perspective, these were the past 2 days. We're seeing a bit of a push to the upside, but again, this is just really just the London session really pushing us up. We're gonna have to wait and see if it does push above this high, and if it does, the New York session could extend gains. But at this point in time, we're seeing a decline happening at this point. All right, and then obviously we cannot leave out the AI. On the US futures, because that's very important, guys. The US markets did have a rough week. Tech and AI was the reason for it. The shares did tumble. Investors grew very cautious about it due to that, especially about the high valuations and the slower job growth. And then we also see the Nasdaq that dropped nearly 3% for the week. So we're seeing, that really push in here. If I go to the US 30, you can clearly see that there is a decline there. Look at that. And you'll pick it up on the NAS 100 as well as the S&P, I believe. And then obviously check out the Nikkei as well, guys. But we were not actually surprised by this. We actually saw this coming. We actually predicted the Nikkei to push down a little bit here. Remember, it fell around about 4%, led by heavy losses in the tech giant SoftBank, as well as chip makers. So we did see this one coming. So we're not surprised. We are looking for some more downside here to about 48897, and we're going to see if that is sustained. Yeah. And then obviously, guys, just a key takeaway that I want you to look out for. Markets, is ending the week cautious, but there is obviously hope at the end of the tunnel. Weak US job data is boosting that rate cut expectations. There's no NFP today, guys, so that government shutdown is critical to watch as well. Just so you know, on that government shutdown, guys, it is the longest one now in US history. The shutdown happened on the 1st of October, so we are obviously, over a month and a week into the shutdown. There's about 700,000, federal employees that they're not fired, but they are, a lot of them are working without pay. Food assistance, SNAP, SNAP, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, raised payments to roughly 65% of normal for November for those SNAP recipients. It's obviously using contingency funds. Air travel and aviation had another impact there. The Federal Aviation Administration ordered a reduction in flights at 40 major U.S. airports, initially by 4%, ramping up to about 10 now because of staffing shortages. All right. And so obviously then another one, the economy on larger, more global scale, economy and the market sentiment, the shutdown is weighing on the confidence of, as well as federal services and sectors like travel. And this may ripple through broader markets. So you got to check out for that. And then obviously what to watch next, check out for the Senate. They're moving ahead, I believe, today with the vote. They hope to achieve 60 votes. And this is needed to pass some funding or a funding bill. The outcome will obviously influence the risk sentiment moving forward. I did see, was it Anthony there? Yeah, there's no NFP today there, Iran. Anthony wanted the GBP USD. I think we can end off with the GBP USD here for Anthony. Anthony, just give me a second here, my friend. Let me just find the sucker there for you, okay? GBP USD. There we go. All right, so GBP USD right here, guys. Interesting here. Obviously, the higher time frames is pretty bearish. We're seeing, price really in the oversold. Just come up the oversold area there. All right, Anthony. So if you're looking for something here, we could extend some further upside. So let's see if there is. Let's quickly see if I can find something over here. Anthony. Let's see here. So, I doubt we're gonna push up, today, intraday, unless something magical happens, yeah. But I doubt we're gonna move up to this area today. All right, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's over 7 days of a high. So I doubt we're gonna move up till there, Anthony. But we are seeing that price is pretty, from an intraday perspective, pushing to the upside. The overall is bearish. Okay, so this is just a correction that we're looking to possibly capitalize on. So if you look at it from that angle right there, Anthony, let's just get this sorted for my friend here. Hold on. Let's just get to work here, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst we're busy, let's get to work. All right, so all right, Anthony. GBP USD. Let's just look see if there is any movement that we can actually uh, put together here, if we do get a stronger pound sterling against the dollar here. Remember, the dollar is a little bit weaker here, guys. Yeah. So Anthony, you're gonna have to watch out for this area very, very closely. That's gonna be the 1.31919 area. That's on the GBP USD. Okay, if we continue to get a much weaker dollar, 1.3191 is gonna be what you look out for. Now, there's obviously two cases here. It's either you're gonna jump. There's guys that are gonna jump in right above that high, take it up to about 1.31919. That would be about 50 pips. And then the guys that are swinging it, more so from this area and swinging it from here, would wait for it to break above, and then they'll push up into that zone. But again, this is just a correction. Okay, this is not the higher time frames here is bearish. So this is just a correction. We're seeing a rejection happening there. Look at that. The pound has actually found a support here. So watch it very closely. Watch for this new high to be broken, and then we take it from there. That's a GBP USD. Very simple. Very, very extremely simple to do. Guys, join our classes. Very simple to do. Technicals is a walk in the park for the academy. The way we teach our guys the structure is it becomes easy. It's so easy to set yourself up now. And to do some great work every single day on the markets. But maybe just to close it off here, guys. This is morning for the Friday. We're seeing a big push in the crypto at the end of the week. So you want to check them out. We have a host of cryptocurrency, derivatives that we are offering to all our guys. That simply means that you're not owning that specific coin. You're basically trading the price value of the coin, and as it ascends and descends, you make money. So you don't own it, but you make money off the movement, and you pay a very cheap price to do that. So you want to get into the TD Markets exchange as TDME. You want to get in there, and you want to try, and you want to begin to see what the derivatives are about. It's specifically focused on them. Fantastic prices, up to 15 times leverage on the coins. So now you're not buying one Bitcoin per se. You're buying, a thousandth of a Bitcoin, or a hundredth of a Bitcoin, or a tenth of a Bitcoin. And you can do that, which is phenomenal. That's something that we offer at TD Markets, at the TD Markets exchange. And then obviously the MT5 as well, right here. Lots of crypto that you can see. And they have all pushed up, at the end of the week. So we want to get into that. And then obviously, you'll see the metals as well. Your lead, you're going to see your, just from a precious metal perspective, all right, your lead, your silver, you're going to see your aluminium, you're going to see your gold, your oil, etc. All of these guys, even copper, they are actually increasing here towards the end of the week. So you want to get into that. Even natural gas, you want to try and see what is happening with those. The currencies are a little bit of the losers here at the end of the week. The currency as well as the indices, they are a bit of the losers here. You can see they're more on the red side there, dipping below the zero mark. Going as far as to GBP AUD has actually delayed or gone down by minus 0.27%. You can see the NZD USD there, 0.33%. So there's a lot of weakness in the currencies, the indices, but the crypto is pushing up nicely, and the precious metals and commodities are pushing up for the week. So you want to get into that. Guys, remember, if you'd like to open up an account with us, man, don't be shy. 3 W's there, www.tdmarkets.com. You can also email us at care@tdmarkets.com. We're looking forward to it. Guys, have a fantastic weekend, man. It is already the first weekend in November. What a privilege. We are blessed to be with you guys. Thank you very much for your continual support. Sign up. Make sure you get in with the most trusted broker in Africa and the globe. It's TD Markets, ladies and gentlemen. As Ashley Reeve here, guys, and I'm signing out. Ciao, ciao.